You want to show how much progress you made on a certain project or an order that's being delivered in your Power BI report? Then instead of showing it as a boring number like this, you can add a progress bar like this, or like this one over here. And you can achieve that with just normal native visuals and few formatting tricks. Now, in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to set this up. Now let's build these two variations of progress bars that you see over here. And what I particularly like is the callout that shows the actual progress percentage and a little triangle right below it. In this example, we are showing the progress for different orders. So I can select an order from here and you see it visualizes the progress percentage for that order. All right, now let's get started. Now again, this is built with native visuals. So the visual that we're going to use as a base is going to be a line chart. And that line chart I'm just going to put over here. And then what we need is basically two lines, two horizontal lines. One that shows the background, so the light blue part here, and one that shows the progress. Now, and to build that line from 0 to 100%, we need an extra table, a dummy table, a helper table, however you want to call it. So just go to modeling, and then here we have new table, and I call this table x-axis, which generates a series using the generate series function that goes from 0.1, 10% to 100%, 1, in steps of 0.1. Now, if you have more exact data, like maybe you have progress of 61%, well, then of course the steps need to be 0.01. All right, so that table pops up over here on the right-hand side. I'm going to take the value and I'm going to add it to my visual on the x-axis. Now then on the y-axis, I want to have a straight line that we can achieve with a dummy measure, just like this one, dummy equals 1. Of course, if you want, you can also go for visual calculations where you do exactly the same. All right, so I take that measure, put it on the y-axis, and boom, I have my straight line. And the next thing that I need to do is to highlight the progress. Now for that, I need to have a measure that returns the progress. So here you see I have progress status, which just returns the maximum progress status percentage. Well, if I have one order selected, there's only one number, so it doesn't really matter if you go for selected value, max, min. So it just returns the progress percentage for the selected order. Okay, now that one I'm not going to put on the y-axis, but on tooltips, so that I can use it in a visual calculation. So if I go here to the y-axis and add a new visual calculation, I'm going to call this one highlight progress, or just progress. Now here I want to say if the progress status is bigger than or equal to the value that we have on the x-axis, then we want to return a 1, and otherwise blank, but that's anyways the default. So over here I see now two colors in my horizontal line. The first part, that is the highlight part. The second part is going to be the background color. All right, now that looks good. Let's go back to the report, and now we just have to play around with the formatting a little bit and get rid of all of the stuff that we don't need, like the title, the legend, everything that we have on the x-axis and the y-axis. Let's turn all of that off. All right, now that looks already much cleaner. The background you can also get rid of, and then we can go to the lines, and then over here we make that line thicker, for example 10 pixels. All right, now of course we want to change the colors. So for that main line, which is then the highlight progress line, I want to have as a main color, let's go for that standard blue. And then for the dummy, which is the background, there I want to have the same color, but with transparency applied. So let's say 85%. And now we have already the core of our progress bar. That's basically it. And you see it's also responsive, so I can nicely resize it. The next thing that we want to add is that data label right above the ending there, okay, of the part that should be highlighted. Now, to achieve that, we can again add a visual calculation, which is going to draw a dot right above the ending there, okay? So I'm going to copy basically that formula that we had before, going to add another visual calculation, paste it in there, and this is going to be the placeholder for my data label. So placeholder data label. Now, if the progress status is equal to the value that we have on the x-axis, then I want to return 1, otherwise just a blank. Boom, we have there a dot. Now let's go back to the report. All right, perfect. Now, of course, we don't want to have that orange dot there. So for that placeholder data label, we're going to turn off the line. But what we are going to do instead is to add a data label there. And that data label, I only want to show for that new series. Okay, so I'm going to turn it off for the other ones and only keep the placeholder data label. All right, now the position is going to be above it. Then over here, we can play around with the offset. So the minimum offset is going to be maybe a little bit more. So for example, 10, as you see, we push it up. And the maximum offset, let's put that one to 15. And then as soon as we add the background, then you can see a little bit better how much space you will need. Okay, so over here, just play around with these numbers a bit until you have it exactly where you want it to be. Okay, now alternatively, you can also, instead of returning a 1 for that placeholder data label, return, for example, 1.3. Now, just make sure then that you fix where the y-axis starts and where it ends. Now, of course, we don't want to show that value 1. So instead of that value, placeholder data label, we are going to show the actual progress status, the percentage. And then also make sure that it nicely shows in percentages. All right. Now, the color is going to be, let's say, white with a blue background. And to that blue background, we can then apply no transparency or whatever you prefer. And just make sure it's the same color blue, like this. All right, that's almost it. Now let's pick a different order, the one from the beginning, and you see it nicely moves with the progress bar. Perfect. Now, the next thing that I think is the finishing touch of this progress bar is that little triangle for finishing that call out that we have there. And for that, we need arrow bars. Now, arrow bars are really multifunctional. You can use them for all different kinds of formatting tricks. And also this one. And so over here, we are going to select the placeholder data label to which we are going to add the arrow bars. We're going to turn them on. And then instead of by field, I would go for by percentage. And then here, you can put in a certain percentage. For example, 0 to 100. That would go from the value 1 all the way down to the x-axis. Okay, now we don't want that, right? We just want to have a little one. So I'm going to change these numbers. And you see, it keeps on resizing the y-axis. So therefore, we have to go anyways to the y-axis and fix that range so that we have a fixed range, for example, from 0 to 2. All right, and then we can go back to the arrow bars, play around with these percentages. And you see, when I do that, it is always relative to the 1, the value 1. And therefore, if we just go back to that progress data label, I want to return 1.3, what I mentioned before. All right, back to the report. And then this is going to be basically the placeholder for that little triangle. Now, of course, it's a little bit too far above the line. So I'm going to go back over here to data labels. And then for the minimum and maximum offset, we just have to play again with these numbers. Maybe in this case, you can also put them all the way to 0. And once you have done that, we can go back to the arrow bars. And then here for upper bound, let's put in 3, 0, or the other way around, 0, 3, just like this. You see, it pops up right below there. Okay, now to make it more visible, you could also increase it to 5. All right, and then we can go to markers, choose a different marker shape. For example, that triangle. And now you see where we're going with this, because now I can make that marker blue, that same color blue. We can make it also a little bit bigger without a border. We don't need that. And if I resize this, you see what's going on. Now we have an arrow bar, but that up arrow is basically hidden behind the data label. All right, so when I resize it, you see, there it goes. Now, let's perfect this a little bit by playing around with the marker size. That's 1. Plus, if we then go back to the data labels, options for the placeholder, and then over here, play around with the minimum offset. Now, if I increase it, you see my data label basically goes up. All right, I want to have it all the way down. And then also resize the visual so that that triangle is nicely behind the callout. Now, of course, the tooltip, you would need to go for a custom tooltip, but that's not the focus right now. So I'm going to go to Properties, Tooltips, turn it off. You see, now we just have the Progress Bar Node tooltip. Now, Let's also build this variation over here, where instead of a line, show the markers. And you will see how surprisingly simple it is to go from this one to that one. All right, now let's just make a copy. I'm gonna put that one a little bit lower over here. And then we just have to do a few formatting changes. The lines, first of all, we want to turn off all of them. So for the dummy, turn it off. For the highlight progress, turn it off. And for the placeholder data label, that one was already turned off. Now, once you have done that, you go to markers. And there we want to turn on the markers. First of all, for the dummy, you can make them a little bit bigger, for example, 8. You can make them transparent. So for example, here we could apply 80% transparency. And then I select the highlight progress series and then also turn the markers on for that one. And here, I'm just gonna make them the same size so that they perfectly overlap. No transparency applied. And that's already it. We have a second variation of a progress bar. Of course, we can go for all different kinds of shapes that could be interesting for your report. Now, let me know, what are your thoughts? Do you like this progress bar? Put it in the comment section below. Now, if you have any questions, just let me know. And if you want to see more videos like this one, then just check out these 2 videos over there. If you want to build reports together with me and learn really everything about Power BI development, how I do it with my team on consulting projects, well, then check out my design transformation program, which is going to start again next month in February. So make sure to check that out if you want to be part of it. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.